Today's task. So today I'm going to be doing the plastic side trims on the van and taking them off and then sealing them up, because from reading through forums and watching videos, seems to be a bit of a problem with these vans. So I'm just going to show you on the inside. If I flip the camera around, so here we are. You can see on the inside. I'll show you the panels on the outside in a second. You've got these clips here on the bottom. So this is the floor, and then you've got these clips on the bottom, and you can see that they actually leak water. You can see that water's been leaking there. Now I don't seem to have a problem with it collecting. This was a carpenter's van, so there's some sticky carpet stuff down the bottom there I haven't been able to get off, but I'm going to work on that. But also what you can see that is, if I go through to here, you can see a hole. Now these holes are usually covered, look, that's a completely open hole. And the only thing that's the other side of that is the plastic trim on the outside. So you can see how easily water can get in. Look, I've got another one here, all the way along. Now here you can see an example of one that's got plastic covering on it. And you can see how easily they come off, look. Gone. So all they put on the outside of there is like sticky tabs, vinyl sticky. To cover those holes, and you're going to get water creeping in there, and it's not going to be very good for your van. So you see them all rusting along the bottom seals of the vans. Well, that's probably the cause of it. So what I'm going to do is go to the outside of the van. I'm going to strip off all of these, take them off, and seal them up, and cut some new bits of those, but seal them and stick them with the vinyl. So here's my toolkit for the day. So they are bolted on, it's one of these star bits here, okay, and they're attached with those, and I've got some 512 Sikaflex caravan sealant and adhesive that I'm going to use to seal off the little vinyl bits that I'm going to cut. So I bought some vinyl, so that's your car wrapping type vinyl, so it should be good for the job. And then I've got my plastic trim tools, so I try not to break anything, which is one of my MOs. I think they're very, very good at breaking plastic clips, so I'm really hoping that I don't do that today. So yeah, it's a bit cold again, winter conversion, but hey, that's how it goes. Here we go, we've got to get this van ready for the summer. So on to this next job, and then that's kind of a lot of my sealing and those sort of jobs done, and I can crack on with some of the more interesting stuff. So with the clips, you can just get under them with your trim tool, he says, making a mess of it. Try and do it one-handed, definitely need to get the tripod. So you can get under them, and then you can put your trim tool underneath the gap and just lever them. If you see with them, they've got like a little fin on them, little clips in the back, and you just pop that out and they just come out. So not too bad, and I definitely need to get a tripod to help you guys out, so I can do things and hold the camera at the same time. So I've taken one of the sides off. I'm kind of most of the way down the van. I've given this a clean. You can see here that here's the little plastic bits they use to cover the hole, and that's it. They just get dirty and they fall off. But I'll use this as a little template to cut my new vinyl. and you can see obviously the state that these get into as well underneath, so that's why I washed the other one off. Look, lumps of mud. This clip slid off. I was trying to find the hole from behind. I got about half a ton of topsoil out of my wheel arch, so I need to go around and clean all those and jet wash those properly to get rid of all of that and clean up the underside of my wheel arches, just to prevent the rust. But you can see the other thing I found here was there's obviously been a little knock on the van there, so I don't know if I can push that out from the inside to make the panel sit a bit better. The other thing is there's the light fittings for the side lights, so obviously be a bit careful with those. They're just a twist, so you just twist them and take them out and they come out nice and easily. So just got to be careful of those. Remember to refit them before you refit the panel. But then yeah, we're going to give this one a little clean up as well, take these clips out like I've done with the others, and then I will cut those ready for those to be stuck back again as well, and then we'll have pretty much a full side of the van ready to go back on. So most used tool so far in this conversion, Sharpie. So we're going to jump in and I'm going to just draw around this. You don't need a big explanation of this, I'm sure. Draw around this, cut this out. I need 4 of these for that side, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, cut these out, and then stick them on, go and seal them on. So I've got my little circles. Probably could have got a 5-year-old to do it better than me, but as I haven't got one of those around to hand, I had to cut them myself. But yeah, they come out okay. They're just going to stick under there. You're never going to see them. So I've gone with white and then white sealant. So yeah, it should be pretty invisible. I've taken off the backing. Obviously it's sticky on its own, but now I'm going to put a bead of Sikaflex around the outside here, just being careful that I don't put too much on so that it squirts off and kind of squirts out, and you can see it from the outside of the van once the panel's back on. So yeah, we'll put that on and see how it goes. So I've done a little bead around the clips, around the seals there, and what I've done is I've also given them a clean up before I did that, so that it didn't have a problem with the dirt on there and losing the seal because of the dirt. So I've got to clean quite a few more, quite a daunting task and a bit fiddly, but got the Sikaflex around there. I can refit this one now, and that should preserve the life of the van and stop a lot of that rust that you see on a lot of these vans. So a slightly tedious job, but should really help in the long run. Well, that's another job done. You can see now that you can just see some of that Sikaflex coming through there. One of the panels, I forgot to clip the light in, so don't do that. And I put it back on again before clipping the light in, so I had to take it off. You could see that it created a really good seal, so actually it was good to see that it worked. Also, let me find a good one. There, you can see that's where I put the new bit of vinyl on that hole, and again that's sealed nicely. I changed how I did it, so in the first bit of the video I showed you me putting the Sikaflex on the vinyl and then sticking it to the van. I changed around and I did it the other way. So little tip for those of you that watched all the way to the end, it's actually way quicker and easier to put it on the van and then stick the sticker over the top that you've cut. So yeah, pleased with that. It's been a bit of a job, it's taken a while. I can show you the outside obviously, but it just looks like a normal van again. So all good, that should be sealed up and nicely ready for a good few years. So yeah. So my top tips for this job definitely are: leave yourself about, I think it's probably taken me about 3 hours to do it, because of all the little cleaning bits and all the bits and pieces that you just never expect. Second tip is that when you use the vinyl, then cut the vinyl and Sikaflex on the van first, then stick the vinyl onto there, because it's fiddly trying to put Sikaflex onto the vinyl stickers that you've cut. And the other thing is just take your time, get some trim tools so that you can take the clips off safely and not break anything. Make sure you undo all of the nuts, for all those little torque nuts first, and take them off. It'll just make it easier. You'll have to do a bit of cleaning out of your rear wheel arch to get that done. So yeah, that's my top tips. I think it's a job really worth doing. Only time will tell, obviously, but yeah, hope this has helped, and on to the next one.